Hot Springs Village Inside Out is a closer look at the greatness of Hot Springs Village, Arkansas and the surrounding areas. People, places, experiences. Hot Springs Village is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and my co-host Dennis Simpson as we engage in weekly conversations to explore Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Today's show is brought to you by Central Arkansas's favorite radio station, KVRE. Find them on the dial at 92.9 FM. Stream them live at kvre.com. RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village. The award-winning RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village is the largest real estate office inside the village with over 30 full-time agents and support staff. Visit them to learn more about this beautiful place to solve your real estate needs. Call them today at 1-800-364-9007. Find them online at explorehsv.com. They are RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village at 1-800-364-9007 or online at explorehsv.com. Ike Eisenhower State Farm. Ike and his award-winning team have been serving the insurance needs of folks all around Hot Springs Village since 1998. Ike has qualified for State Farm's President's Club, Chairman's Circle, and Hot Springs Village Insurance Agent of the Year. Call Ike Eisenhower State Farm today at 501-984-4100. That's 501-984-4100. Find them online at ikeeisenhower.net. Call them today for all your insurance needs because, like a good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower State Farm is there.
I tell you what, Miss Jennifer, we've had some technical problems this morning, but that's not the issue. The issue is that, you know, for a place that resembles Mayberry, we have a newspaper, we have a radio station, and we have a travel company. Who does that anymore, Jennifer?
Apparently we do.
Apparently you do.
Yeah.
So tell us more. So is it a travel club? How does this even work?
Okay. So what the Village Voice has done is partnered with Premier World Discovery, and they are a travel company. We obviously no longer have a travel company here in the village anymore. Unfortunately, it moved, I guess, just closed the location here in the village and moved to Little Rock. So it's kind of left a need for the travel. So this company does things nationwide with different businesses. They do travel clubs with other newspapers across the United States. And so they came to me. We do have a local representative that actually lives in Little Rock. And his name is Lanny Landis, and he actually comes down to the village and we meet and he presents the trips. People, it's free to attend. He goes over each of the trips with everyone, and we've got some fabulous trips coming up in 24. We had some great success this year in 23, and it was our first year to do that. In total, we had a little over 75 to 80 people that went on trips this year.
So these are bookings already, right?
I'm sorry?
These are bookings already, right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
pull up. Do you have something to share there with us? I'd like to see if there's a graphic or something. I mean, and what kind of places are we talking, I guess is my question.
Okay, so we'll go over what we've got this year. Can you see?
There we go. 8 days in the Amalfi Coast. Ooh, Diane.
Yes, but that one has sold out.
Really?
Yes, that one is sold out. Lanny is working with me to see if we can get another Italy trip. It might not be at the same time. It might be later in the year, but that information is to come. But the one for March has sold out.
Well, let me go back to this real quick. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to ask so back in the day, I remembered that the fine folks at Dillard's had a travel company, and they set it up because travel was so expensive, and they would set it up for their executives to travel around the world. And then they started selling and brokering those services because, they were getting good deals. So there was like a Dillard's travel company. You could literally go to the Dillard's store and book your trip to the Amalfi Coast. And I get that because there were so many complicated moving pieces, but nowadays everybody just books their own stuff. So what's the real benefit here? I mean, besides the fact you get to travel with other villagers, I assume.
Right. Yes. Okay. So we are not acting as a travel agent or agency. We are offering specific trips, and the trips include everything: your airfare, your some of your meals. It includes all tickets to events or shows. It includes the motor coach that takes you everywhere. It's got a tour guide. So it is really great for people to travel with other villagers. Usually there is a limit of about 40 to 50 people on a coach. And so once the trip's sold out, I mean, it's just sold out.
Yeah.
The Italy one went super quick, super quick. It didn't take any time. We do have villagers that are going on that trip. Um,
So just
so
just curious, what's a ballpark price for a trip to the Amalfi? And I know personally, I know airfare is not cheap in these kind of things, but this is all
no,
inclusive. This is the meals
yes,
and
it's
the
all
whole.
inclusive.
Yeah.
There are a few meals that you do on your own, but there are meals that is included in the brochures, and the information tell you exactly what you get, where you're going, what you're visiting, everything. And it's super easy. And it's been perfect for people. We have had, there's been a lot of widowers
Hmm.
that do not want to travel. They want to travel, but they don't want to travel by themselves.
Hmm. Sure.
So we've had a lot of friends, like girlfriends that go on trips together. We've had, couples. We've got someone that's coming up celebrating their 50th anniversary that I believe is going to go on the Australia and New Zealand trip in
Wow.
October.
Wow.
So there's a variety of people that are taking advantage of these, and it's really convenient. And if we have 10 or more villagers going on a trip, we also meet in the village and provide the transportation to the airport and back.
Wow. But I mean, so there's the Amalfi Coast, great and glorious, and I understand that's the a bucket list for a lot of people. But like
Yes.
Utah's national parks,
Yes.
California Rail Discovery, Albuquerque, I heard Mackinac Island. Oh my goodness, up by
Yes.
Niagara
Yes.
Falls. Bet Australia. Oh geez, what's the one at the bottom? I can't see that number 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's
That's okay.
see. That one is, this is,
Savannah and Charleston.
yes,
Ooh,
this is the holiday tour, the Savannah and Charleston holiday.
sure.
So it's going to be a super great trip.
So which one of these
We
are you going
had,
on? I'm
I'm sorry,
missing.
I'm sorry.
Which one of these are you
What?
going on?
Well, I'd like to go on like every one of them.
But there's that thing called work, I think is in the way,
Yes,
right?
exactly, exactly. So, but no, I was really wanting to go on the Italy trip. It's been several years since I've been, and I wanted to go back. And so we'll see if that one comes open again. I'd like to go on that. And I'm also thinking about the Utah and the Mackinac Island and the Niagara Fall trip because I have not been there. So.
Really?
Yes, so those
So
are kind of the ones that I'm thinking about, which no, seriously, I would love to go on all of them.
yeah, I mean, even the Albuquerque sounds amazing. I've heard people talk about that, and it's just a sight to behold.
So, and I'll tell you, this past year was my first time to go on a group travel club trip.
Yeah.
I've never been on a group trip like that before, and it was absolutely amazing.
Where did
It
you go,
was,
and what was it like?
I went to the Grand Canyon. That was the first trip that we offered this year, and it was in May. and it was just fabulous. The whole thing, it was so easy, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is the way to travel. Everything's taken care of, and you're chauffeured around everywhere. You've got time to shop on your own and do different things, but it was perfect. It was
Well, let me
beautiful.
tell you. So my complaints, and I see the upside of this though, because I mean, you got motor coached around, right? On some of these, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So you're in the motor coach, and if it's a big, nice motor coach and it's really smooth, you don't even spill your glass of wine, do you?
No, you sure? No,
What,
no,
bus driver, slow down. My wine's sloshing, right?
no, you don't have that problem.
Well, but the next thing I wanted to go to is that so Diane and I took and my problem is I associate, I've not been on one of those type tours, but we associate that like on an excursion. When you go on a cruise and you get on an excursion, we were in
Right?
we were just outside Lisbon in Portugal. And we hop on a bus and we've got a tour to the wine country. We ride an hour and 28 minutes to stop so that the guy says, okay, be back on the bus in 15 minutes.
Hmm.
And I'm like, no, 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 I don't think I'm going to be back on the bus in 15 minutes. Now, that's just the contrarian in me. I know that strikes you as a surprising factor, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So, but you never felt that way, right?
No, not at all. Every stop I feel like had plenty of time.
Hmm.
They do pull up, and they will tell you be back on the bus at this time.
Hmm.
Because then you're going to something else, and
Yeah.
so but they allow plenty of time to stay at whichever excursion or whatever you're visiting.
Yeah. Well, the boat's not going to leave without you. So there's that. Yeah. Okay.
Not
So
so.
how do I contact there's a number here, 501-623-6397.
Yes. Okay. So there's a couple of ways that you can do this.
Uh-huh.
You can come by our office, which we're located on Highway 7, kind of next to Walmart.
You're right behind the big Keith roofing sign.
Yes. Well, in front of it, actually. So,
But you're right there at that
yes,
corner is my point.
yes, we are. So we're right there at the corner, but we have brochures here in the office that you can pick up. And the brochures have all of the information about each of the trips. And it has a number on the back and a form on the back that you can fill out
Yeah.
to reserve your space. Uh, when you first reserve your space, all they ask is for a down payment. And then there's also travel insurance if you choose to do that. And if something happens and you have to cancel, then you get your money back. Some people like to bring in their payments into me here at the office, and I
Hmm.
take them for them. Or they can call the 1-800 number on the back and deal directly with the Premier World Discovery to reserve their space.
I can
And
imagine.
so,
I'm just
yeah.
reading in between here, but I can imagine you talk about widowers, you talk about
Hmm.
girlfriends that want to go
Hmm.
into. I imagine this is more than travel. This is a way to make great friends that you really bond with the rest
Oh,
of the year.
absolutely. We also have a Hot Springs Village Voice Travel Club Facebook page.
Really?
And we kind of got a late start on that because it wasn't something that I really thought about ahead of time. But we made this Facebook page, so you can go on and like people are sharing their photos and things from the trip, and so it's really amazing to see.
Wow.
But it is a way to make great friends on the trip
I
and to meet new people.
I bet. Is there a place where's the website we could go to take a look at this?
Okay, so you can go to hsvvoice.com
Uh-huh.
and there is a purple travel club banner. It kind of looks like
Like that.
top of this ad. It kind
Yeah.
of looks like that. And all you have to do is click on it, and then it will go over, and then you can click on the itineraries or the brochures to see everything online.
We're going to be doing that. I can promise you right now. Diane and I've already booked our travel for this next year, but I'm like, this sounds really, really good. And I
Well,
want to just throw out real quick for us, what we did, we won a free cruise. Well, the free cruise doesn't include the port fee and the travel fee and the commission and the percentage and the gratuity and yada yada. Well, it's still a lot less. But one of the deals is that if you've been watching and you like to travel, airfare has been astronomical. I mean,
yeah,
just through the
it
roof.
has.
And
It
one
has.
of the cruise lines that we worked with was able to say, okay, we'll give you a buy one, get one for airfare. Buy one, get one for airfare. This was nearly $3,000 in savings right there. So all of a sudden that kind of squared up. And more than anything, I understood how the big players like this, the travel clubs that they book and move tens of thousands of people a year, they get those kind of breaks, and you and I individually never do, right?
Right. Right. Yes. And so, like I said, I mean, it's all inclusive. I mean, it includes your airfare. It could include, if we've got 10 people or more going,
Mm-hmm.
it includes taking you to the airport and back.
Mm-hmm.
But it includes your airfare, all of the motor coach, all of the spots, any of the tickets, prices, everything. I know that one group just got back from New York, the New
Mm-hmm.
York holiday trip that was in December, and they were going to like a Broadway show.
Mm.
They were going to see the Rockettes Christmas show. I mean, like everything's included. So all you have to do is step off the bus and walk in. So it's really easy.
Well, as a guy, and I need to be outside my guydom for a moment, but I can
Yeah.
imagine you and a couple of ladies, you're in New York and something happens. What do? Well, you don't have a tour guide standing right there when you're by yourself. You don't have a tour travel company standing behind you going, yeah, we'll get that. Let's get you another wallet shipped to you. We'll put that on your card. We'll blah, 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 blah. If you need help, there's somebody there standing right beside you that's been there 50 times this last year, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Someone's
Mm.
always there to help. Another thing that is really nice, they take care of your bags and bringing them to your room. And they pick up your bags from your room and then load them on the bus. So you don't have to worry about your bags. It's just really nice. And for everyone that goes on one of the trips, usually 2 weeks ahead of time,
Hmm.
we try to have another meeting with just the people going. And Lanny comes down, he goes over everything. Things you need, maybe what you need to pack for, talk about like the weather, definitely comfortable shoes or,
Yeah.
just everything that you need to have on your trip and what to expect. And, as soon as you get off the plane and get down to pick up your luggage, there will be your tour guide right there with a sign holding,
Wow.
and they're waiting on you. So,
And I'm just thinking, you and I, we've never traveled together, but we see each other at a lot of meetings all the time, right? And over the years, and I'm thinking how many years I've known you now, and I don't think I've ever seen you wear the same outfit twice. So I'm wondering how heavy your luggage is. Because I mean, some of you girls, you know what I'm saying, Jennifer?
I do. I do. So you don't have to worry about the luggage. They'll carry it in for you.
Somebody else is going to carry it for you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You don't have to schlep it up and down the streets of Broadway by yourself, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, Jennifer, thanks for joining. Anything else we missed today, or we covered all?
I think we covered it all. If anyone has any questions, they can call me here at the office at the 623-6397 number. And go on the website. They can come in and pick up brochures, and I'll be happy to talk and answer any questions they might have.
Been a delight having you again, Jennifer. The Hot
Thank you.
Springs Village Voice Travel Club. You go to the website or call Jennifer or just drop in at the office
Yes. Oh, and there's one other thing I just
uh,
want to make clear. There's no fee to be a part of like the travel club. I mean, you can pick and choose the trip that you want, but once you go on your first trip,
Mhm.
you automatically get like $100 off on your second trip, and it just kind of continues. So once you travel, you get money off your next trip.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to come down and look into this. We'll see you soon, Jennifer.
Okay, thanks, Dennis.
Thanks, dear. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching and listening to Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a weekly podcast starring Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Visit the website at hotspringsvillageinsideout.com.